Ain't no music, no intro. Let's get right into it. What in the hell? The Spurs, the Spurs, the Spurs. And by the way, welcome to another edition of the Houston Roundball Review presents Let's Talk Houston Rockets. The Spurs get Wemby. The Spurs. Terry, if you hear, man, or anybody else go on solo, I'm on it tonight, man. I'm on it right now. Cheers. J-Mon, how you doing? And ain't no water in that cup. Ain't no water in that cup. Ain't no water, ain't no juice. It is truly an adult beverage. What in the hell? The Spurs? The Spurs. But when the card came up at 5th and the Pistons got 5th, I was like, well, trade. Gonna be a trade there. So no worries. Gonna be a trade. But when the card fourth, Houston Rockets, I was like, man, really? Come on. But when the Rockets came up 4th, I yelled out loud, watch the Spurs get the first pick. And and that's what happened, man. And that's what happened. The Spurs got the top pick. Gonna get Victor Wembanyama. Rocket fans, how y'all feel? I'm still good, like I said. Terry, cheers. Steve Fernandez, join in. Anybody. If you're old enough, drink. Let's drink. How you feel? How you feel about it? J-Mon says right here, Stone's job got 100 times harder. I wonder how much longer he lasts as GM. I don't know about that. I'm with King Will. Rockets probably going to trade the pick. Eco and my man James L. Edwards discussed it earlier today in their combo article in The Athletic. And they brought it up. What if Detroit falls to 4 or 5? James said, probably a trade. Eco. James asked Eco, what if Rockets fall to 4th or 5th? Probably a trade. And damn it, if that don't happen, man, the Detroit Pistons, the worst record in the NBA, fell to 5th. The worst case scenario for the Pistons fell to 5th. And you can't say it because the Spurs they're tied with the Rockets for the second worst record, and they get Victor Wembanyama. Man, oh man. Well, but Rocket fans, Terry has this to think about. There's still a pathway to getting scooped with Charlotte and Portland both having good point guards. But what if Portland says, what if Dame says to the folks in charge, y'all better trade that pick and give me some help? Because y'all don't give me some help, I'm out of here. So you decide, y'all make what you want to do. But I'm telling you right now, trade that pick and give me some help. Man, oh man. Salute to the Spurs. Tony Parker's influence, whatever. I'm not gonna get into all the conspiracy stuff, but I mean, as soon as the Rockets came up 4th, I yelled out, the Spurs gonna get the first pick. And lo and behold, the Spurs got the first pick. Boy, that just Well, I guess Pop ain't retiring anytime soon. Wow. Whew. The Spurs. Mark Tatum. Mark Tatum. Oh my goodness. Mark Tatum. WK, how you doing? Kickface, how are you? Man, I mean, some folks, anybody agree with this sentiment right here? Rockets gonna be trash for a while. I won't go that far. And see, Steven, like I said a minute ago, I'm not going here. I'm not going there. Tony Parker, French, Victor Wembanyama. He's Victor used to play for Tony's team in France. Boris Diaw. Saying all these all these other things. Spurs got Tim Duncan years ago. Started their reign, a 20-year reign, probably. All that. Man. But, honestly, how many Rocket fans, and I'm not going to make it a poll question, I'm not going to type it up, but just in your comments, how many Rocket fans, how many of you family members here streaming, joining the show right now, want the Rockets to keep the pick? Keep the 4th pick and draft Amen Thompson or anybody else. Or, I kind of like Cam Whitmore. Cam Whitmore might be, or more and more. Folks, Steven says no, trade it. Terry wants to keep it. Solo says draft Amen Thompson. J-Mon says they should keep it. Gohan, it depends on who drops it for, and that's definitely legit and on point for sure. Because you never know the player you want. Highest person on your draft board lands it at 4 to you. So you may just say, "Oh no, thank you very much. We'll take this gift." They should keep it. Keep it. A lot of folks say keep it. Y'all saying that now, May 16th. But what on draft night? What do y'all say? And again, if Dame says, y'all better trade that pick, the 3rd pick. Y'all better do that. Package it, give me some help. That could help the Rockets. So James Johnson chiming in. Rockets draft was not tonight. Tonight was the results of the NBA draft lottery, and Rockets ended up 4th in the NBA draft lottery. Yep. Portland trading their pick. So see, yep. Portland trading the pick. But the team that trades with Portland is probably going to take Scoot, Brandon, whoever. We have, what is the total? What's the number? I think 19 members of the media were in the room as all the 1,000 ping pong balls, 1,001 ping pong balls were put into the hopper. So we had 19 media folks in the room. So they saw the process. So they knew, that includes Jonathan Fagan, excuse me, Kelly Iko, and other colleagues, folks that I trust. So they saw the process. They saw the results as it happened. So they were there. No cell phones, no smartphones, no smartwatches, anything like that. So they saw it happen. So I can reach out to Eco, reach out to Fagan, reach out to any of those folks and ask them, and they'll tell you, no, it wasn't rigged. We saw it. But damn, it sucks. But what's done is done. Real talk, what's done is done. And now I guess Woj is going to move to San Antonio. Since I think, what was it? He said that Victor Wembanyama could be the most important draft pick or prospect in the history of sports, something like that. I saw that on Twitter. Something really extreme. Like, really? Okay. But hey, it's done. A lot of folks, I'm surprised so far Rocket fans want the Rockets to, or suggest the Rockets keep the pick at 4. I'm going to read this. Let me see if the NBA's updated any more of the measurables from today in Chicago with the anthrometrics. But I sent this. I haven't had a chance to post it in the community tab or anything. See, Yugi, I was thinking more folks be like this. Trade the pick. But, it depends. It does depend on who is there. Jordan, 3 years of being terrible is enough. The consensus is after the top three, there is a drop off in talent, immediate impact, upside, or whatever you want to call it. So Rockets at 4. That's outside the top three, the top tier. And let me go ahead and pull this up. If you haven't seen it on Twitter at the HR Review, I posted it. The numbers for Terry's guy, Taylor Hendricks, and Houston Cougar, Jarris Walker. Height without shoes, obviously. Guys will play without shoes. So you can add an inch and a half to this height. Height without shoes, Taylor Hendricks, forward from UCF, freshman as well from UCF. 6'8" and a quarter inches. Jarris Walker, 6'6" and a half. Let me say it again. Taylor Hendricks, 6'8" and a quarter. Jarris Walker, 6'6" and a half. Standing reach, Taylor, 8'11". Jarris, 8 feet 8 and a half. Wingspan, Taylor, 7 feet half inch. Jarris, 7 feet 2.5 inches. Hand length, inches. Taylor, 9 and a quarter. Jarris, 9 inches even. Hand width, Taylor Hendricks, 10 and a quarter inches. Jarris, 10 inches even. So with that said, got another person from Facebook chiming in, asking a question. Would y'all take Wiseman from the Pistons for the pick or Bagley? For the 5th pick? The Pistons trading the 5th pick. I just don't see them keeping it. Then got to let me think about it. It's a lot of stuff in my head. It's got to spin around and what they're going to do. They're not going to trade James Wiseman, though. I think they're pretty going to give him a chance to see what he can do. Now, Bagley, yeah. yeah. And Bogey eventually will be traded, if not this summer, before the deadline in February. But Steven says Rockets trade picks with Hornets. That's another option. If Rafael, Tillman, I'll put it out there right now. If Rafael, Tillman, if Tillman says, Rafael, a lot of people I trust, a lot of people I know, or my gut tells me, I want Scoot Henderson. Rafael, make it happen. Do what you got to do. I want Scoot Henderson. So if that means trading the 4th pick, that means trading the other 1st round pick and some other players. Rafael, I'm your boss. I want Scoot Henderson. Would y'all be good with that? So I'm putting it out there for you. Well, not technically, Detroit had the worst record this year. Rockets and Spurs were tied. So, oh no, Detroit not trading the pick to move up. Detroit not trading their 5th pick to move up just one spot. No, and the Rockets don't want anybody like Bagley. No, they're not doing that either. No. Who should the Rockets get if they don't get the win by? That's what we're talking about right now. So that's my scenario right now. Magnificent Merker. Who would you give up for Scoot? Well, we know the 4th pick. Who else? Who else would Charlotte want for the rights to the 2nd pick in the draft? So y'all let me know. Who else? Because what if Charlotte said, all right, Rafael, we'll consider it. 4th pick, give me both your first round picks and Şengün. How about that? Just toss the stuff out there now. Tom, I'm being serious, but I'm not. Who knows what Charlotte may want in return for that second pick? They should want a lot though. But their point guard spot should be straight. James, thank you for chiming in on Facebook. James Harden, it hasn't changed. 70% hasn't changed. 7 out of 10, James Harden's coming back here. The question is, did James showing in game 6 and 7 really turn off Tillman's perspective? So I'm assuming you're saying hell no to my Şengün offer with the picks. Like I said, Charlotte can ask for a lot. They should ask for a lot if they want to consider trading the second pick. And then disrupt the referral to the side. That's too much. We're not doing that. So calls will be made to get parameters and figure out, hey, this is what you guys are thinking. We'll think about these things, But then come draft night, if players fall and the Rockets got their guy they want at 4, they'll pick him at 4. If their guy they want is not there, then they can make trades and try to move further down. Like Rafael, he has options. KJ, Martin, KPJ, and the 4th pick for the second pick, Steven. And my man, Brother Gibson here, Jordan, he's probably going to sell the team, reportedly selling the team. He's not trading the pick. Well, never say never. If a team makes a hell of an offer, Mike and his people should listen to the offer. So, KDC, this is a good point as well. Last team that traded their top pick, Philly lost out on Tatum. What y'all are saying makes sense. It's all, it's legit. But we are talking about scenarios about what the Rockets are going to do, and what they should do. They got the 4th pick in the draft. Okay. I said it on Sunday's show on Folks Talking Sports. Tune in. Me and Will and Andy Inez, 6 p.m. Central. I don't want the Rockets to get James Harden, but I still believe he's going to come back to the Rockets. I still believe that. I mean, more and more national guys are talking about James coming back to the Rockets. You heard it a lot Monday. Sunday afternoon, you heard it. Sunday evening, you heard it. So it's not a question. Like I said, I don't want James on the Rockets. I'm not the Rockets. James here boosts their win total next year. Sure. He'd be their best player. Sure. But he's not going to widen their window. And I doubt that he'd lead them to the playoffs next year. And if he wants more than a 2-year deal, hell no to James coming back. But if he still wants a 2-year deal, then I think the Rockets will do that. Gohan says, please no, talking about Harden coming back. Trade that 4th pick to the Celtics for Jaylen Brown. Got to be more than that. Got to be more. All right, Boston. What would Boston want in return? Because they're going to want more than just the 4th pick. You're going to get Jaylen Brown to the Rockets. I mean, yes, Jaylen Brown will be worth a lot of money, is eligible for a huge payroll from Boston. 5 years, $290 million. So the Celtics have to ask themselves, are they willing to invest $600 million in 2 players? That's a question. Are they willing to do that? One hell of a talent. The other guy is a very good talent. So, we'll see Trey Cagey and Josh Christopher in the 4th for Scoot. Josh Christopher, that's not enough. KPJ in the 4th pick. And Jayshawn Tate for the 2nd pick. A Scoot for a Scoot to the Hornets. How about that? So Jalen Green, 4th pick, Martin for Brown. Woo. I read it, and then I was like, it clicked in my brain. Jalen Green? You don't give up Jalen Green for Jalen Brown? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. From a Rocket perspective, I don't know about that. Because let's look at it like this. 4th pick. And I thought about this today. Moses Torres, how are you? Cam Whitmore is, I think, 2 years younger than Brandon Miller. He might have, he probably does have a higher ceiling than Brandon Miller. He'll be there at 4. Great athlete. Much more athletic than Brandon Miller. Not a passer. Cam Whitmore is not a passer at all. But if the Rockets are high on Whitmore, maybe they'll tab him at 4. Assume maybe they like him. I don't know, and I won't see their big board. But what if they have him rated higher than Brandon Miller? And then they do smoke screens about, bring in 50 players and work them out and talk to them and all those things. But in secret, Cam Whitmore is the guy we want. So let's just hang at 4 and get him at 4. What if they do that? How about that? I3 says Rockets need bigs. Well, is there a big in the lottery you want the Rockets pick? Because once again, let me say it. Houston's Jarris Walker, 6'6.5". 6'6.5" without shoes. So with shoes, he's probably 6'8". But his wingspan is 7'2.5". That's not worth 4th pick. It's not worth 4 through 8, in my opinion. I saw Jarris all through his freshman year at Houston. He's not what the Rockets need. He ain't a big. I don't know Draymond Green's wingspan, but height-wise, Jarris seems like kind of Draymond Green type, body type. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Jarris got passing skills, and I think defensive versatility, a lot of things in his favor. But Moses Torres, I agree with especially this part. Anyone is tradable. No one is untouchable. The deal has to make sense for the Rockets. No question. Has to make sense for the Rockets. I almost forgot. Got carried away. Cheers, everybody. The Spurs. Let's see. FM, what is this? Point guard. You got Jalen Green, Jabari, Şengün. I think for point guard, I think you mean KPJ and not KJ Martin. Point guard. Okay, so you got point guards in need. Let me put it on screen. Point guard, KJ Martin, Jalen Green, Jabari, Şengün. How do answer this question here? Let's see, put on screen. How do I find you to tune in some other day? Post it and follow me on Facebook, the Houston Roundball Review Facebook page. Follow me on YouTube, also Houston Roundball. If you subscribe to the channel, you will see notifications there as well. Follow me on Instagram also, but for sure, follow the Houston Roundball Review Facebook page because that's where I post most of the same comments and links and stuff that I post on YouTube. I also post on my Houston Roundball Review Facebook page. James Johnson, thank you very much for chiming in. New name, so I appreciate your questions and your comments. Come again, don't be a stranger. Reminder, this Thursday afternoon, from noon to 1, on the lunch break, streaming on YouTube and also on Roku on the BS3 network. Me, Andy Yanez, Willie Gibson, and perhaps a very, very, very special guest. Find out once I reach out to this person again tomorrow morning to see if they are available on Thursday from noon to 1. Very, very special person, very important, well known to folks in Houston. All right, Tony M. Tony M. One of your words in that first sentence ties into my guest. It's a great hint there, Tony. How does Harden move the needle? He'll ask Doc to go to Vegas on a playoff run. What's he going to do here? Great point. Tony, you know where I stand. You know where I stand. But yes. Well, I hope you got the text message I saw. I sent it to you and Andy a couple hours ago. So, but yes, very special guest, well-known guest. I'm giving a great big hint. Go to Tony's sentence, that first sentence. You know what I'm talking about. FM says the Rockets need a true center. Well, again, let's see. Let me see what I can do about position here. Centers in this: Adem Bona, Zach Edey, not going to be at the 4th pick. Deron Holmes, no. Trace Jackson Davis, no. Ryan Kalkbrenner, no. Derek Lively, move down a little bit. Not at 4. There's some guys, some centers Rockets could get later in the draft. Let's see how they did. Anybody surprised me in height? Oh, Derek didn't measure at the time this was done posted by the NBA. That's interesting. Duke's Derek Lively. Tony M. Tony M. Steven, feel about the Pistons at 5. They're trading the pick. They're trading the pick. Disappointed. Disappointed a little bit. I yelled out some words at that. Then I yelled out some more words when I saw Rockets at 4. Because I was like, and then I yelled out a lot of words when the Spurs got the first pick. None of those words are made for streaming or children. Tony M., you're a smart person. Find out tomorrow if he's available. Talk to him today. Return my phone call and we'll see if he's available to make it this Thursday. So yes, folks, I'm telling you, y'all, family members here, supporters, watchers of Let's Talk Houston Rockets, the Houston Roundball Review, the lunch break on Thursday afternoons. More and more, I'm trying to get some guests, some heavy hitters lined up on that show as well. And if special guest comes on this Thursday, that's a big heavy hitter right there. So you can also, if you can't watch it live, you can catch it later on demand on YouTube as well as on Roku at the BS3 Network. Go on. I have not seen Ellie's tweet. Let me see. Is it safe for viewers? Can I read it? The Spurs are going to be really good for a long time as long as Victor is healthy. As John Hollinger pointed out earlier, and I posted it on the YouTube Houston Roundball Review community tab. Another reason to become a subscriber to the YouTube channel. I post comments and bids and clips on the community tab also there. No one 7'3" or taller has played more than 875 games in the NBA career. No one. Mark Eden is 875. He's the tops. So Victor's he's got some, history he's got to fight and face, but his skill set, he could be good for 10 years, and that could be 10 great years for the for the Spurs. And another thing, Rockets got to see Wimby 3 or 4 times a year for the next 10, 15 years, maybe. Goodness gracious. Oh, damn. Oh, okay. I see Mario replying to Woj's comment. Yeah, the history of team sports. Yeah, Woj, please. Come on, Woj, please. Please. uh he didn't say, let me see. He was basically saying James not built for the playoffs. We didn't see about name. That tweet. Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah. Family. I don't want James Harden back on the Rockets. A lot of y'all remember Tony M brings it up every chance he gets on these in the comment section on the Houston Roundball Review on YouTube. He has not forgotten the way James left, how James left. But I could turn it around and say the fact that the Rockets didn't get Wemby today might give Tillman more incentive to bring James home. There is that. Let's see. FM. Who do I think Rockets need and what holes? They got to improve shooting, without question. A shot blocking big would help. Be ideal if he could also shoot threes, space the floor. But I like Jakob Poeltl. He wouldn't cost a lot. He can provide an interior post presence the Rockets truly need. I am in the minority a little bit, and that's okay because I have been in other issues as well. I'm okay with KPJ running the offense. You upgrade a small forward spot and bring in a shot blocking big man and let the Rockets improve with experience. And Moses said at this point, Tillman might say that. Just bring it back. 2 years. My thing, if it's going to happen, and I still think it's going to happen. I mean, last 4 days, you haven't seen my conversation with Kelly Eco Saturday on Let's Talk Houston Rockets. Check it out. Because we talked about James for a good bit of the show. And I asked Eco directly, and he still believes that James will be a Rocket. So I had 3 says before he left, Harden was his dog. Now he doesn't even want him. He didn't have that dog in him when the pressure is on. He gets tight and starts to fold. Hey, I agree. James is against Boston. James played well 2 games. 2 great games. Scored 40 in each game. But the other 5. But Terry, to your question, what makes us so certain? He loves the city. He's got family here. He loves the city. He's got family here. There's a little bit more to it. Of course, I know a little bit more to it. But those are the main points. But honestly, if James and his people want anything beyond 2 years, if I'm the Rockets, no. Nope. Sorry. Nope. Not doing it. Nope. James, we'll build you a statue when you retire, but no, we're not going 4 years. We're not doing it. Nope. Not doing it. Nope. 4th pick for Taylor Hendricks. I like Taylor Hendricks. I do. I like him. He's taller than Jarris Walker. I think Taylor Hendricks can play some 3, 4 more than Jarris is a 4 or 5. And Taylor can also be a shot blocker. Ooh, boy. But that 4 spot. That's too high for me. But how he does in interviews and workouts, he might impress somebody. He might be the 4th player on a team's draft board. Boy, but from a Rocket perspective, I think they need to bring in impactful veterans. That's why I really say about James. If he wants to come back, it's really got to be on the Rockets' terms, not his. 2 years. 2 years. I don't want him back on the team. It's not personal or anything of that sort. I just think the Rockets just going backwards bringing James back. Put that money toward Cam Johnson or some other impact free agent, younger free agent. Guy who hasn't had what was it? Let me see if I can still pull it up. The numbers may be a little small, but let me see if I can pull it up. James's numbers in game 7s. Let me see if I make it bigger, I'm gonna lose myself. Let's see here. Look at that. The last 3 game 7s for James, he did not shoot above 30%. 26.7, 29.4, 27.3. Look at that. The Rockets should not give him what he wants, salary-wise. And I saw my man Spo, and I saw Spo's tweet about it in relation. The Rockets would love to be in a game 7. Sure. If James is willing to take a 2-year deal. But even if he does, I don't believe the Rockets, he'll lead them to the playoffs next year. So, but we'll see. James still could be the best player on the team. But Marley, you don't want Cam Johnson? And you saying hell no to Cam Johnson. Why you say that? He's younger. As long as the price is not ridiculous. He answered Rockets' need at small forward. He's versatile. Good catch and shoot guy. So why are you so strong and speaking from your chest about Cam Johnson? Jesse Perez, the 4th and 20th to move up to 3. That should be out there. Jesse, I'm gonna ask you. How about 4th and 20th and a player to get to 2? So if you are just now joining the show, thank you very much for taking time to be on the show as we discuss the Rockets and the results of the NBA draft lottery. Rockets got the 4th pick. If Tillman Fertitta says to Rafael, doggone it, I want Scoot Henderson. So do what you got to do to get Scoot Henderson. If he says that, are y'all good with that? Moses says he'd do that. Jesse says, like I said, I put it out there. KPJ, it depends on how much the Rockets love Scoot Henderson. Marley says he just doesn't think Cam Johnson is that good. Hey, that's fair. That's your opinion. Your opinion is welcome on this show. No worries whatsoever. The Burnett family, you want Grady Dick at the 4th pick or to trade down? Scoot will be going to Portland. Makes the most sense. Portland would then trade Dame. Could be. Yeah. Could be there. Um, what what if Dame says, I want to stay in Portland, but y'all give me some help? Just says get Miller. Tony M tossing those rocks again at James Harden. What kind of star on the back end of his career abandons opportunities to get championships? Well, Vince Carter, 20 years and was content not going to compete, try to get a ring. So it happens. Um, so let's see here. Oh goodness, about that. I ain't going to even discuss that. The winning combination of ping pong balls at the Spurs earned the Spurs the top pick 14, 5, 8, and 2. Who cares? Blah. Who cares? Good for the Spurs. They'll be on TV 25 times next year or more. Whatever the max is. Max is, I think, 33 for an NBA team be on national TV. See, I think Spurs be around 25. Yep. Spurs, Hornets, Blazers, Rockets, Pistons. 3rd pick. What will Portland do with that 3rd pick? Brandon Miller might be there at 4, depending on what Portland does with their pick. Again, we don't know how the Rockets big board looks. They may have Brandon Miller higher than Scoot Henderson. They may have somebody else higher than both of them, based on workouts, based on interviews, based on background checks. Cam Whitmore might be better in the Rockets' eyes than Brandon Miller. Young man from Nova. Brandon Miller, 6'9". Let me see. Did he measure? Let me get out of this. Bear one moment here, family. Let me see. Brandon Miller, he did not measure today, at least has not been posted yet by the NBA. And possibly Hornets and the Blazers could pass on Scoot. Or either one of them could take Scoot Henderson and entertain trade offers after the draft. Love the trades and picks for Mikal Bridges. Yeah. No. I'd be shocked if BK does that. Shocked. Anything's possible if the price is right, but I'd be shocked on that one. So let's see. Moses says he hates the NBA draft lottery. I'm sure Detroit Pistons fans do as well. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. But man, the 5th pick. Let me see. The 5th pick. Oh. Cheers, everyone. It's not quite late night with KG or KG After Dark here on Let's Talk Houston Rockets, but the results of this lottery got me to drinking. got me to drinking. Well, I'll put this out there. And James, since you're watching on Facebook, thank you very much. I don't have time to type in responses. Rocket fans, would you want Dame on the squad? I3, Rashawn Holmes, what's his contract status? He's a shot blocker. for sure. I think he's got 3 years left on his deal, something like that. But what would you first, would you want Dame on the squad? Then get into who would you give up for Dame to get Dame? The 5th pick. Boy. Jarris Walker, too high, 4th or 5th. How about Anthony Black, Arkansas? Yeah, Dame. I might have misspoke. Going up, Dame. Would you want Dame on the team? And then, if so, if yes, who would you want to trade to Portland to get Dame? Jarris Walker, Cam Whitmore. I like Cam Whitmore. I like Cam Whitmore for the Rockets as well. The Twins. Would I be good with the Twins? Either one of the Twins. I'm in. Also, either one. Paul says need to trade up or trade out. Solid says no to Dame. I kind of too. That's a lot of money. 4th pick, JB Johnson. Thank you very much for your comment. Thanks for joining. And a lot of folks pop in and out of tonight's show. Appreciate that. 4th pick seems like no man's land. If you think the 4th pick is, yeah, the 5th pick, man. But let's see, what did Eco? He put something out yet? Let's see here. Man, oh man. But yeah, Eco, he's got the Twins, Cam Whitmore, and he brings up Taylor Hendricks or Jarris Walker. But Eco says he expects the Rockets to be extremely open to trading the pick. Extremely open to trading the pick. Cam Whitmore, don't worry about his numbers in college. It's all about upside for him. That's what it would be. Just upside, tremendous athlete, tremendous explosive athlete. But would be selecting him on potential. A team might have him higher on their board than Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller is not a great finisher around the rim. He's not an explosive athlete. He has better form on his shot than Cam Whitmore. Chris Murray, probably undrafted, and if he's undrafted, that's okay. You can bring him in for camp, freeze and look, and see what he can do. Could be a two-way player. He's not as good as his brother. There's no shade. His brother's darn good. Let's see. Terry says he's happy to take Amen Miller. See, like I said, we'll see. And Rockets got choices. They got it's not Wemby. I guess I'm not gonna put it up, but I'll just say it before we wrap it up here. How many of y'all want the Rockets to trade up to 2? Let's see if I can do it real quick. Let's see. Bear with me. I'm trying to type it as I speak to y'all, so bear with me. Do you want the Rockets to trade up to get the 2nd pick? All right. Here he goes. Poll question is now posted. To chime in as soon as you can. It is up there for you. Do you want the Rockets to trade up to get the 2nd pick? Yes or no? I like that. Learning different things here to interact with the audience. So chime in, yes or no. So Paul, Jesse, just answer the poll question. It should be up there available for you. So just do that. We got 8 votes already, and everybody so far is yes. 9 votes, yes. So keep them coming. Got a few more minutes here on this edition of Let's Talk Houston Rockets. Thank you very much for taking time out of your night to join me here on this discussion on the night that the Rockets got the 4th pick in the lottery. See, Nuggets are up 10 over the Lakers with 7 minutes left in the first half, 46-36. The only update I'll give on that. I have 3. Only way we trade the 2 is if we trade Tate, Knicks, and picks only. Notice I didn't put out a trade proposal or a trade package. Simple question. Do you want the Rockets to trade up to get the second pick? Because again, Charlotte ownership might change. That might impact their thinking. But I'm sure they'd want one of the Rockets' better players if they're going to give up the second pick. So, if Rafael, put it up again. If Rafael could convince the Hornets to take the 4th pick, Jae'Sean Tate, Jason Nix, I'll toss in the 20th pick. For the second pick, salute to Rafael for if he could pull that off. Man. So, but it's out there. Nobody wants Knicks, but let me see. I'm going back and forth. We got a couple. We got a 83% now. Yes, 17% no. So cool. Thank you for comments. Thank you very much. Something in addition to the show, more ways of getting feedback and interaction with the audience and the family here on Let's Talk Houston Rockets. Got more plans in the future. Got something else lined up. Hopefully have it hopefully by draft time in June. Hopefully. We'll see how that works. And of course, if you are new to the show, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Become a subscriber. Hit the like button. Tell your friends about the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. But I'm not just Rocket talk here on this channel. Okay, there are Rocket-specific places here on social media and on YouTube if you want Rockets all the time. That's not me. I cover the Rockets. Rockets are one of the teams I cover. I cover basketball, and I'm getting back into covering football. So just keep that in mind when you see other shows posting up on other shows and interviews posted on the Houston Roundball Review on YouTube. Worst case, I think Rockets fall to 6th. Been worst case, but we're splitting hairs. Not top 3. So not top 3, yeah. The Twins, neither one is a great shooter. Numbers-wise, but the form on their shot looks broken, which means more work involved. And they are hard workers, from what I've heard and read, but they are more athlete than having good form on their shots. So Jesse posed a question again. Trade for Jaylen Brown. Again, Stu Chains, thank you very much. Welcome. A new name. Thank you for your comment. Welcome to the show. It's bad luck. I mean, it's bad luck. The Celtics have to decide if they want to invest about $600 million in two players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. If they do, then they're going to keep Jaylen Brown. If they don't, then they have between now and next summer to trade Jaylen Brown. So Jaylen is not going to leave Boston now before he gets to 5-year $290. Because I think Boston is the only team that can give him that 5-year $290. I think. I'm not sure. Even if he was traded, the new team could offer him that, like a cork in the CBA. I'm not sure about that. But we'll see. But if Boston wants to spend that much money in two players, they're going to do it. So it's just, Stu says he's done watching the NBA. Hey, I think you're exaggerating. But I'll say this. When Mark Tatum said the fourth pick goes to the Houston Rockets, I yelled out loud, the Spurs going to get the top pick. And yep, they got the top pick. So there we go. It's going to be all right. I know you're exaggerating, Stu. I know you're a basketball fan. That's why you're here commenting on the show. It's all good. Rocket fans are going to be okay. The sun will come up in the morning. It's now 77% want the Rockets to trade up to get the second pick. 77% yes, 23% no. For folks who are new to the show in the last few minutes, get your thoughts on it. Do you want James Harden to come back to the Rockets? Not a poll question. I'm asking you that right now. Give me your comments. Do you want James Harden to come back to the Rockets? I don't. But I would be okay with a 2-year deal. Anything above 2 years, no to James Harden. James John says yes if it's cheap. Matt Perez says in all caps, speaking from his chest, no James ever. Moses says he doesn't either, but at this point, F it. Why citizens? No, you're consistent. You and Tony. A lot of consistent folks. There's nobody really who's changed their answer. LP, KPJ improved. Dalen Jabari. Rockets got some good pieces, some good young pieces. And I believe, I think y'all do too. This is not an earth-shattering statement. Tony, again, consistent with this. It's like go back to your ex. No. And Stu says only James for the veteran leadership. To your answers, to your reply to you, Stu, is this. He quit on us. Some folks will never forget nor forgive James for that. Matt Perez says Harden is a waste of money and time, in all caps, from his chest. And don't forget, I got the comment it's on my YouTube channel. I think it's still in the James Harden playlist. James said right there, we're not good enough. That hasn't changed either. WK says, well, we say that now. If a team makes a hell of an offer to the Hornets for 2, now I don't know what that hell of an offer would be, but the Hornets have a lot of needs. And in this draft, I wouldn't do this, but the Rockets say, like I said, Charlotte, we're going to give you our 2 first-round picks KPJ and KJ Martin for the second pick. How about that? Just putting it out there. Cross Culture Studios. Thank you for your time and your comments. Appreciate it. Would Harden mess well with Ime Udoka? Boy, sure makes you ask and wonder about it. Yeah, one of the twins. Oh yeah. Well, that seems likely, Stu. It seems likely, Stu Chains. But I mean, if one of the twins has better workouts than Brandon Miller, if one of the twins is higher on one team draft board than Brandon Miller, who knows? It might take him at 3. It's kind of unlikely, but you never know. Okay, I3. What if they include that? So the 2 first-round picks, Rockets, KPJ, KJ Martin, to Charlotte for 2 with Mark Williams. How about would y'all do that? Phoenix, Tony. Sounds like Phoenix for Mr. Harden. I heard from my friend who's in the organization. I wonder if I get an answer if I put that out there in the conversation. I wonder what I would get, what the response would be. Mark Williams, 7-foot center for the Hornets. 7-foot big man, shot blocker, who played at Duke. He's a shot blocker. He's a rim protector. Coach Udoka said that's one of the Rockets' needs he'd like to address, in addition to shooting. Let's see. Ira Brown. The frustration is real in H-Town. Rockets, again, not get the first pick in the draft. No KPJ. I'm just saying what Charlotte, if I'm Charlotte, what I would ask for. Who knows? Draft is June 22nd. So 2 players that got them to the conference finals, yeah. Like I said, if Boston finances from a basketball standpoint, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, they will keep Jaylen Brown. But if it's a financial issue, then they'll trade him. But that's for Boston to decide. Okay, I think that'll be about it. Steven, Terry, I hope nobody's drunk. But to all the new folks, if you are new and make comments, truly appreciate it. I really do. Let's check out the results. 79%, no, not 77%, want the Rockets to trade up to get the second pick in the 2023 NBA draft. So we got 40 votes so far. Appreciate everybody who has voted in tonight's poll that I added during the show, which is a first for me. Won't be the last time I do that. I like that. I like the interaction from the fans and the response. Let's see. I think that I'm bringing it up again. If you missed it earlier, the heights, the metrics for UCF freshman Taylor Hendricks and Houston freshman Jarris Walker from today's combine. Height without shoes. So add about 1.5 inches or so for height with shoes. Taylor Hendricks, 6'8.25" inches. Jarris Walker, 6'6.5". Standing reach, Taylor, 8'11". Jarris, 8'8.5". Wingspan, Taylor Hendricks, 7'1/2 inch. Jarris Walker, 7'2.5 inches. Hand length, inches. Taylor Hendricks, 9 1/4. Jarris 9 inches even. Hand width. Taylor 10 1/4 inches and Jarris 10 inches even. So hearing that, if you were leaning toward Jarris Walker, does that change your thoughts on selecting Jarris as a Rocket, even if it's involving a trade down? Or now are you intrigued by Taylor Hendricks? Taylor 3-point numbers are better than Jarris this past year, freshman year for both of them. Taylor, I think, was freshman of the week in the AAC 8 times, and Jarris was 6, but Jarris was named AAC freshman of the year. Go figure. I think that was by the coaches voted on that. So does that change your thoughts on that? Taylor Hendricks, I think, is more of a 3-4, where Jarris is a 4-5, even though he's a little shorter than Taylor. He's definitely, let's see, what is his weight? Let's see. Pull it up real quick if I can. Jarris weighed in 243. 243.4 pounds. Taylor, taller. Big difference, 213. So 30-pound difference. 30 pounds. Wow. I knew Taylor was slim, but wow. Man. All right. Ira says you can't be surprised at the results. They are what they are. You know, Wemby played for Tony Parker's team and friends last season. Boris Diaw was a Spur, and you can go down the line, and it went from David Robinson and Tim Duncan. Spurs started losing. Now I get Wemby. And again, we'll see how long Pop coaches now. Now that he gets a chance to coach Wemby. But the fact that the Rockets have Ime Udoka as head coach now and talent, young talent, will get better, will improve, and they'll add at least 2 veterans. Still think one of them is going to be James Harden, but I digress. I still believe the Rockets will win more than this past season, and I still guarantee it. Guarantee! Not much of a stretch, but you get the idea. I3, thank you very much for the super sticker. I appreciate it. But Ime Udoka was not brought in to lose. His sister told me that and told y'all that if you haven't seen the interview that I had with her that she did with me a few weeks ago on the YouTube channel. Fahm still believes the Rockets have a chance to make the playoffs this coming season. I disagree. But so 25 wins, Jamon. I'm going to change it because depending on who the veterans are they bring in. But 30, I feel strong in saying 30. Miss Brandon, Mr. 33, he was on Saturday's show. But 30, I feel strong in saying 30 wins. And then we'll see who they bring in. 33, I think, might be it, but you never know. Let's see. What did I miss with Steven here? See, yeah, that's the thing. And I'm not a Rocket fan, okay? But from a Rocket fan's perspective, man, that's got to sting, man. Wemby playing for the Spurs. That stings. That's gotta sting. Because when Mark Tatum displayed Detroit at 5, and then went to commercial, so I went and got my drink. And then Mark Tatum said Rockets at 4. And I was like, oh, hell. this is trash. This stinks. Slim Boss, 30 wins with James. Yep. Hey, it's Tillman's team, y'all. Y'all know it. Don't forget it. y'all know it. It's Tillman's team. Correct Cuts. Thank you very much for your comment. Thank you. It's Tillman's team. James Johnson, thank you very much for chiming in on Facebook. Appreciate it. There is Mr. 33 Wins right there. There he is. 33 Wins. Got a new name, y'all. But 33 Wins, that is Correct Cuts 88. 33 Wins. That's him. So, James Johnson, if you haven't, please do so. And become a follower, like the Houston Roundball Review on Facebook, the Facebook page. And if you can, follow, become a subscriber to the Houston Roundball Review on YouTube. Ace Town's Finest, thank you very much. Yeah, Brandon, I know. I remember. So, yeah, 33 wins. And you missed it. I don't know if you caught it, but I said based on who they bring in, I think the Rockets could get 33 wins this coming season because of Ime youth getting better and the vets they bring in. Yes, Rockets got the fourth pick in the draft. Brandon, if you haven't had a chance, go to the poll question. It's still posted. Give me your thoughts on it. Do you want the Rockets to trade up to get the second pick? 50, keep both still chiming in. It's 75% yes, 25% no. Appreciate that. Great response. Number of responses appreciated. Yep. Terry, thank you. Appreciate the comments. Cheers to you. All right. See if we can go till 9 o'clock Central. So a few more minutes here with everybody. Cam Whitmore. That's the name I put out there. That's one name I mentioned was Cam Whitmore at 4. So I'd be okay with that. I like him more than Twins. That's me. It's going to come down to, again, Rocket fans, you're going to hear it over and over again. Big boards, draft boards, who teams have the draft board. What is it? How do they list folks and how they rank folks and rate folks? But number one, Correct Cuts, Spurs. 2, Charlotte. 3, Portland. 4, Rockets. 5, Detroit. So that's the top 5. And repeat it, Kelly Eco has already said that he believes the Rockets will explore trading the 4th pick. Already said it. And James Edwards, who covers Detroit, says the same thing. Basically, he sees Detroit probably trade the 5th pick. So I missed it already. There we go. Okay. Does Charlotte need a point guard? I'm curious I don't know. Has Dame Lillard tweeted anything in the last? Did he tweet anything after the results of the lottery? Because would Dame tell management, y'all better trade that pick and give me some help, some veteran help? Or does management say, we've done everything. We've gotten everything we can out of Dame with the franchise. It's time for us to move on and trade Damian Lillard and get what we can for his $50 million salary, annual salary. So, new name, new comment. Thoughts on that? Trade the 4th pick for Cat. Interesting. Who says no? Thank you for the statement. Who says no? Rockets or Minnesota in that scenario? That hypothetical. Fourth pick for Cat. Could Scoot drop down to 4? Doubtful. I mean, he's for much of this NBA season, more and more you heard scouts say, personnel say, Scoot Henderson in any other draft would be the first pick in the draft. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick because Hollinger with the Athletic he had a big board. He did a top 20 big board today, and he did it based on tiers. And he, it's different scenario how he does things. So I can find it. Here we go. Obviously, tier 1 is Wembanyama. Tier 2, let's see if I can put it up here. Tier 2 is star upside. First person, Scoot Henderson. Next, Cam Whitmore. Next, Brandon Miller. That's John Hollinger's tier 2, star upside. Also in this tier, Anthony Black, 6'7" point guard from Arkansas. Tier 3, these guys are kind of mysteries. Questions. First twin, Amin Thompson. His brother, next. That's it, tier 3. That's it. Tier 4, some good one and dones. Derek Lively from Duke. Taylor Hendricks. Kobe Buffkin from Michigan. 6'4" combo guard, really. Grady Dick from Kansas. That's the first 11 on Hollinger's big board. Notice who I haven't said yet. 12, Jarris Walker. 13, Cason Wallace. That's kind of high for him. We'll see how he does on the medicals. Derek Whitehead. Some folks say Derek, some folks say Derek Whitehead. Noah Clowney, freshman, big man freshman, 18-year-old freshman from Alabama. Oh, I like him. I like his potential. Stretch 4, shot blocker. I like him. Let's see. Got folks, Cat is nice. I mean, we'll see what Minnesota decides to do. Tier 5. Let's get crazy. Tier 5. Jaime Jaquez Jr. from UCLA. Bilal. We'll learn how to pronounce Bilal's last name. It's one of Victor's teammates with the Metropolitans. Was it Koulibaly? I'll learn how to pronounce it. Bilal, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong now, but I will learn how to pronounce it. Marcus Sasser. 18 on Hollinger's top 20 draft board. Marcus Sasser. Let me make sure I get it. Let me read it right. Hollinger's top 20 players on his draft board. 18, Marcus Sasser. How about that? I kind of thought he would have Marcus around here, but wow. So here we go. 18. Short guards have trouble making it as starting caliber players, but a lot of the ones who do are built like Sasser, with strong frames and broad shoulders that let them use leverage to defend in switches. Sasser can move his feet on the perimeter too. I wouldn't say he's elite in this area, but he had a lot of drivers end up in his chest. Nonetheless, his real selling point is elite shooting. Sasser shot 38.4% from three on massive volume. So there you go. Correct cuts. Detroit had the worst record. Detroit, what did 17 wins? Was it right? 17, 18 something? But they had the worst record. Rockets had the second worst record. Rockets and the Spurs tied for second worst record. Rockets picking fourth, Spurs picking first. So that's going to do it. I'm going to wrap it up. Went 2 minutes long. But to new names, come back. Going to do it again Saturday. I think so. This Saturday. I think so. I got plans Friday, but I think I should be good for Saturday. This Saturday evening, 7 p.m. Central, we'll talk more Rockets potential draft maneuvers on the next edition of Let's Talk Houston Rockets. If you are a sports fan and not just a Rockets fan, join me this Thursday from noon to 1 on the lunch break. Streaming here also on the Houston Roundball Review channel. I'll find out tomorrow if my special guest will be able to join us this Thursday. And hopefully so. If the special guest can join us this Thursday, I will mention it either in a YouTube short or on the community tab. And you'll want to tune in this Thursday. So thank you very much, Zach Hendrick. Hey, new name as well. Thank you for your time making a comment. Some folks say that about Amen Thompson. 2 years was it overtime elite? His shot really didn't change. His shot form. That's kind of concern for me. But everybody, come back. Yeah, let's see. Look at the Twins' height numbers. Let me see real quick how they measured. Twins, both without shoes, 6'5" and 3/4 inches. I'm in 214, also 218 in pounds. Also his hands are a little bit bigger than his brothers. And the standing reach, Amen is 8'7.5", and Oscar's 8 feet 8 inches. So just keep that in mind. All right, everybody. Thank you again. Become a subscriber to the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it. There's more than, this channel does more than just Rockets talk. Like some of my other buddies just spoke, focus on Rockets. It's all good. It's all good in the universe. Thank you, as always, for your comments. To the new folks, come back. Become a subscriber. Smash that like button. Hit that bell so you can receive notifications when new vids are posted, new comments are posted in the community tab. Let me close the poll so I get the final results, and then I'll wrap it up. All right. Thank you very much to everybody who voted and took time to answer the question, yes or no. Do you want the Rockets to trade up to get the second pick? 77% said yes. Everybody, see you Saturday. Take care. Peace.